So, I just rewatched Inazuma 11 as an adult, and I have come to the conclusion that this man might be one of the most evil, unhinged, underrated anime villains that there is.
Do you want me to prove it to you? I'll prove it to you!
So, today, we are gonna look at the character of Ray Dark. If any of you are not aware of what Inazuma 11 is, let me explain very fast what it is about. If you want a more detailed video of the anime, ask me in the comments. This video is just for Ray Dark.
Oh.
So imagine a world where football is basically Dragon Ball with cleats. Our main character, Mark Evans, is a goalkeeper who loves football. He is in the Raymond Football Club, but they have only 7 members. But throughout the anime, one by one, Mark recruits new teammates, including this legend, and tries to win the Football Frontier, a tournament that decides who is the best team in the country, meeting many rival teams and players, and a lot, and I mean a lot, of events happening in his journey. The football in this world is not the same as in the real world, because here, literal kids are able to open other dimensions just for the sake of a game of football. So now that you know kind of what it is about, let's talk about the most evil man in the world. No, not that one. This one. So the show starts immediately, with Royal Academy absolutely destroying a school where they don't even bother showing us a name for. Just so you know, Royal Academy is known for the strongest team in the country that has won the Football Frontier the past 40 years. And not just do they destroy them in the game, but they literally destroy the school's football club if you lose. This absolute menace then orders his 13-year-old groomed minion, I'll tell more about that later, to destroy the school's building because losers do not deserve to exist. His words, not mine. So we are still in the first episode, and our main character hears that he is going to have a practice match against no other than Royal Academy. Even though they still have 7 members, he doesn't get discouraged and just in time recruits 11 players, including the best one. And we can finally start our friendly middle school match.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I agree. And why are you smiling? This full-grown man just murdered these children for a friendly game of football at middle school. Not just that. It turns out that not just does Ray Dark has these minions, but he also has some in the Raymond team, including Bobby, who joins us in episode 5, and the coach of Raymond. So Raymond has been fighting to get to the finals of the Football Frontier. And this man, Ray Dark, has been there sitting and hating from every corner, using their own coach and the coach of the other teams to stop them from winning. But when this fails, he decides to up his game a little. So what do? You make someone fuck with the bus so these children get crippled and can't enter the final? Bro, calm down. Eat a Snicker. Luckily, the spy Bobby can't take it no more, and he confesses about the crime just in time. Mark, being the lovable and best captain there is, of course, forgives him. But now because they have no coach, they still can't enter the finals. They eventually ask the man from the noodle shop, Seymour Hillman, who actually was the keeper and captain of the legendary Inazuma 11, a team coached by Mark's grandfather who passed away. Of course, when Ray Dark hears this, he comes to pay him a visit for a friendly talk.
何年ぶりかなお前か帝国は無敵だそれだけ言いに来た
I swear this man. Hillman, after being a little bit hard to get, then joins the team as coach. And now that his plan has failed, we can finally play our friendly game of football in middle school. We came all the way to the finals. This is out. No, your eyes are not deceiving you. This fully grown-ass man just attempted murder on a bunch of kids, just to win a middle school football tournament. I kid you not. This man is the definition of evil. He finally gets arrested, and Mark gets to choose. Does he still want to play the game, or does Royal Academy forfeit? And Mark, being the lovable best captain in the world, of course, decides to play. They win the game and go to the Nationals, where some new people join, and a lot of events happen, including the fact that we find out not only has Ray Dark been released because of lack of evidence, but also that the reason Axel's sister is in the hospital is because last year, during the finals, Ray Dark apparently got so scared he had Axel's little sister, who is like 7 years old, hit by a bus. Bro, take it. You'll feel better. Trust me. And if that isn't enough, he's apparently also involved in the death of our lovable captain Mark. After all the hard work, we finally reach the finals, for to only play against literal gods. Okay, not actual gods, but still. Because of course, the moment Ray Dark finally came out of jail, he didn't think, you know, this isn't really worth it. I'm rich. I can do better things in life. No, he goes right back to the frontier tournament of 13 and 14-year-olds and gives them basically steroids, all so he can win, just to lose. Bro, please. Of course, his plan fails again. He gets arrested again, Raymond wins, and we live long happily ever after. I swear, this guy. Now this season he's actually in it very little, so let me just catch you up to speed. After they won the finals against Zeus Jr., they had no time at all to celebrate their victory, because when they arrived back at the school, they found out their whole school had been destroyed by aliens, kinda. So the Raymond players decide to fight against the aliens through football. Some people leave, some new people join. And in the middle of all this chaos, our new coach Lena gets a call from Hillman, who says not only has Ray Dark escaped again, but he's also created a new Royal Academy. Of course, Raymond doesn't waste a second to go and confront him, only to find out that two of Jude's old teammates, who used to play for Royal Academy, have gone back to Ray Dark. And when we start the game against them, we learn that Ray Dark has taught them techniques so dangerous, they were literally forbidden because of the strain they put on the user's body. So Raymond has to make sure those two don't use their forbidden techniques and still win the game. And not just that, but every time Mark blocks one of these forbidden moves, he gets injured too. So yeah, you can probably guess how this game ends. Two players in the hospital, Kevin injured, and of course Ray Dark escapes again after giving a kinda cold line to Jude.
常に勝利する最高のチームを作り上げるまではな。これまで私が手掛けた最高の作品を教えてやろう。それはキド、お前だ。
And we don't see him until all the way in Season 3. After the events with the aliens, kinda, most players of Ramen, both old and new, are now playing for Inazuma Japan, and they've been doing well, winning some tough games, until one day, we notice a man stepping into a car, and we find out that, for the 1000th time, Ray Dark has returned, and apparently, he's become the coach of the Italian team. So now, Italy has to fight against Ray Dark in order to keep their spot as national representatives. We then learn that his captain, Demonio Strada, has taken an enhancing program that makes you both faster and stronger. But it was rejected, causing him to have side effects. Italy, with the help of Inazuma Japan, loses, but now they have Ray Dark as their coach. And you know what? He actually proves to be kind of useful, because behind all of his hating, he's still very, very smart when it comes to football tactics. He helps Italy win games. So we finally face Ray Dark again. Only this time, it's the final battle, Inazuma Japan versus Italy's Orpheus. Both coaches show great tactics, and the captain of Orpheus, Fidio, by using his father's techniques, reminds him why he truly began playing football, and that he's basically been gaslighting himself into hating it this entire time. Ray Dark then gets arrested, but this time, with no intention of escaping. No plotting. He tells the police everything he knows, and then he dies, and that was the end, kinda. But let's take one more look at Ray Dark. When Ray Dark was in middle school, still suffering from what happened with his father, someone very powerful decided to use that darkness. And it was around this time, Ray Dark did something in some sort of way to sabotage the bus of the legendary Inazuma 11. Probably the same way they were planning to do with Bobby. And after that, he probably gained a lot of power from a certain someone, who then basically used Ray Dark's dark side and tactical mind to take control of football in Japan, while he himself went after his own plans. So when Ray Dark was in his own dark period, where it was difficult to see the light, instead of meeting Mark or Hillman, he met someone like Mr. Garfield, and sadly, that shaped the rest of his future. Now, do you guys think he's redeemed, or has he gone way too far to ever be redeemed? Let me know in the comments, along with other characters or animes you want me to make a video about, and don't forget to like and subscribe. It would mean the world to me.